Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Naziatul with my partner Fauziatul binti Hilmi. So the experiment that we have chosen is the experiment 2, which is total suspended solids TSS. So firstly, I will explain a little bit about the background of this experiment. This experiment was conducted because it aims on analyzing wastewater samples which were provided in order to determine the total suspended solids of the samples and also volatile suspended solids of the samples. What is suspended solids? Suspended solids are those solids that are non-filterable with specified filters and are not volatilized at 103 degrees Celsius. Meanwhile, suspended volatile solids is the portion of the suspended solid which are volatilized at 550 degrees Celsius. This experiment has a few steps of the procedure that need to be followed. So the first step is that the glass fiber filter disc with the wrinkle side up was inserted into the grease crucible. Next, the disc was conditioned with 50 ml of distilled water. Next, the crucible and titration combination were dried in the oven at 105 degrees Celsius for around 1 hour. Then the next step is that the crucible was allowed to cool down in a desiccator in order to balance the temperature and the wave. After 30 minutes has passed, the initial wave of each crucible was taken. Next, the filter was put with 50 ml volume samples. And then the filter was washed with distilled water afterwards. Then, the crucible and filter combination were removed from the crucible adapter and they were dried in the oven for at least 1 hour at 103 degrees Celsius till 105 degrees Celsius.
After 1 hour, the crucibles was cooled down in a desiccator. And then the final weight of the crucibles were taken and recorded. Next is result analysis. Here we can see that the initial weight of crucible 1 is 45.7391 gram and initial weight for crucible 2 is 51.2456 gram. And then we get the final weight for crucible 1 is 45.7372 gram, while the final weight for crucible 2 is 51.2353 gram. And then the next part of this lab report is calculation. Here, we have to calculate the total suspended solid in milligram per liter. The formula is weight 1 minus weight 2 multiplied with 10 power of 6 divided by S in milliliter. Here, the weight 1 is weight of good crucible plus filter and dried residue in gram, which is known as final weight. While the weight 2 is weight of goods crucible plus filter in gram, which is initial weight, while the S is the volume of sample filtered in milliliter. From the result that recorded before, we can include the values in the formula to find the total suspended solid. After the calculation, we get that the value of total suspended solid for crucible 1 is negative 38 mg per liter, while the total suspended solid for crucible 2 is negative 206 mg per liter. After we do the calculation, we can get the analysis and discuss the result that we get. Here, we can see that there are some solid sample in the crucibles may be volatile during heating process. And the negative value of the total suspended solids resulting that there were error in measurement, instrumentation limits, sampling errors, or calibration issues. Other than that, the negative value may causes by not invert the sample bottle properly or due to overheating the sample in the oven. Last but not least, here is the conclusion of this experiment. which is the objective experiment has been achieved, where the total suspended solid values has been determined, while the total suspended solid of the sample in both goods crucible are found to be negative 38 mg per liter and negative 206 mg per liter. That's all from us, Fauziatul Nadira and Naziatul Amira, for the presentation assignment of the total suspended solid experiment. Thank you.